Hi and welcome to the Property Show, the leading platform on all things real estate. Today, we have lined up an exciting show from keys to unlocking your dream home with a solution on turning a plot into an asset. A highlight on stylish townhouses you can put your money on. To guaranteed comprehensive end-to-end iFundi home services.
Our end-to-end approach is your advantage today for a more secure home tomorrow. Because at the Property Show iFundi Home Services, our commitment is your peace of mind.
Later on, we shall continue the conversation we started last week on the red flags to watch out for before signing the dotted line.
Have your comprehensive due diligence done prior to signing on to a contract that will then enable you own a piece of property.
Plus inspiring stories on your favorite home ownership segment.
What I would advise anybody who is looking to buy a house, just work with professionals.
The Property Gallery brings other investment opportunities available in the market. For the latest trends from an insider's perspective, connect with us on our digital platforms and hit the subscription button on our YouTube channel. Our dedicated diaspora desk is a telephone call away, ready to answer all your questions. Thank you for tuning in. Just sit back and let's enjoy the show. Only on the Property Show. As always, there is something for everyone. Today, our focus is on the key to turning idle plots into dream homes with Upscale Homes' turnkey budget solution. I know the questions you may be asking is, what is Upscale Homes' turnkey budget solution? Let me break it down for you. This is a service for that idle plot you bought once upon a time and are wondering how to turn it into a dream home. This solution is just for you. The process starts with having land ownership documents, including a title deed, official search, and rate certificates. The next step is selecting your home preference design from our ready-to-build architectural typologies. Once you decide on your preferred design, you meet with our consortium team of professionals who include an architect, quantity surveyor, structural and mechanical engineer, project manager, and clerk of works. The next step is making your initial payment, followed by a site visit. This stage plays a pivotal role in land assessment to examine the type of soil, infrastructure including source of water, electricity, sewer line, and access roads. This helps with getting a feel of the land and preparing the bill of quantities. The next step is formalizing the legal aspect of our services, where a contract document is prepared, highlighting guidelines and responsibilities of each party. Another site visit is conducted, and we proceed to conception and confirming the architectural designs for county government approvals and preparation of the last detailed bill of quantities for cost evaluation. Once the final bills of quantities is shared and signed, payment is made to commence the construction of the project. This helps with mobilizing funds, clearing the site, and procuring all the building materials required for the groundbreaking stage. During the construction period, the upscale team manages day-to-day site activities, including the fundis, financial expenditure, as well as keeping you on the loop by sharing periodic videos, photos on the construction progress for those in the diaspora. And if you're in Kenya, we hold regular site meetings. To make this process seamless, our financial partners are at hand to provide construction finance and guide you through the loan application process. Once the construction is complete, a warranty certificate is issued, marking a successful project completion by upscale construction team of professionals. What I love about Upscale Homes' turnkey budget solution is our commitment to you, your peace of mind during the construction period. Next online is a gated community within the captivating Gong neighborhood. This project comes with exclusive 4-bedroom villas offering a unique blend of contemporary design and rustic countryside charm. An ideal oasis for families seeking an exclusive and serene lifestyle. Let's take a look.
This gated community is located within a serene and quiet environment in Gong, which is known for its picturesque landscapes with views of the Gong Hills and the Great Rift Valley. The development comprises of 46 4-bedroom villas, all en suite with DSQ. Each unit sits on 1/8 of an acre, and they are properly planned to maximize the view of the surrounding landscape, creating a conducive environment for a family to reside. Accommodation features: spacious lounge with fireplace, dining door leading to veranda and rear yard, spacious kitchen with pantry, laundry yard, visitor's cloakroom, store beneath staircase, guest bedroom with ensuite shower room, first floor, family room or study room, master bedroom with ensuite bathroom, walk-in closet and balcony, all ensuite bedrooms. Second floor, roof terrace, drying area, staff quarters. Shared amenities: 24-hour manned gate with CCTV surveillance, perimeter wall topped with electric wire, street lighting, police post, ample parking space, borehole, solar heating panel, wastewater treatment plant, schools, shopping center and malls, recreational facilities and kids play area, and management offices. Price point for this development starts from 25 million Kenya shillings. The developers offer favorable payment options which are flexible to cater for each buyer.
online is an exceptional development of 3 and 4 bedroom luxurious townhouses, a master community development providing a distinctive living experience and a social entertainer's paradise. This project is built in refined transitional Georgian architecture, radiant color palettes, meticulous craftsmanship, and opulent finishes. What makes this project tick all the boxes all the way is the integrated high-end appliances made of stainless steel, a formal dining room, and an all-ensuite staff quarter, and an expansive backyard terrace which opens to a well-landscaped lawn and closed with a fence for privacy. Phase 1 is already selling fast, with 75% already snapped up, and construction activities are in full swing. Take a look.
Located in Kenya's first operational special economic zone in Kiambu County, this development has easy access to schools, offices, a shopping district, medical clinics, nature areas, and a sports and entertainment complex. Investing in or purchasing these townhouses guarantees that all amenities will be easily accessible for ready tenants from those working within the vicinity. This development comes with 4-bedroom, all-ensuite townhouses with a plinth area of 2,345 square feet, sitting on a 6-acre piece of land. It is situated in a master-planned community that offers a unique living experience with a magnificent piece of architecture. Accommodation features. The living room on the main level has extensive sliding doors that lead out to a large backyard terrace and a green lawn. An opulently designed kitchen is next to the living room, and inbuilt high-end appliances, pantry space, custom premium cabinetry with soft closing doors, and an island with bar stool seating. It also has marble countertops and backsplash. A utility room that doubles as a courtroom, a cloakroom, and an ensuite staff quarters are also found on the main level. On your way to the first floor, the elliptical stairs that lead to the main suite on the first floor is illuminated by ambient lighting and a skylight that lets in natural light. The main suite has a provision king-size bed and plush sitting area with French doors that open to a private balcony with a glass railing, separate walk-in closets for the couple. The master bedroom also houses the primary bathroom, the 2 additional guest suites, each with a private ensuite bathroom that gives off a zen vibe, and a private family room that completes this distinctive house, are located on the 2nd level. Common shared amenities will include controlled entry and exit points with CCTV surveillance, cabro-paved driveways, ample parking spaces, street lighting, children play area, green spaces, a clubhouse hosting, a gym, changing rooms, and an open hall, swimming pool with an integrated baby pool.
At First Avenue, our real estate arm, we understand the real estate market and has solutions for every type of property needs. Whether you're looking for a first home, a second home, an upgrade, a downgrade, an investment, a plot, or you already own a plot and just need to turn it into an asset, you don't have to take this journey alone. Believe me, we are here to hold your hand every step of the way, and we are just a telephone call away. Esther, recently cases of fraud have increased in the land sector. Perhaps with your experience, you can share with us some of the things we should be careful when getting into the land deals.
I think sometimes the telltale signs are there, but sometimes they can be very concealed. You may not quite see. And one of the things I've seen around or relating to fraud is where you have manufactured documents, a manufactured title, a manufactured ID, and people passing off as other people and selling other people's land. There is a way in which one can try to mitigate that risk by ensuring that you've done the correct due diligence. The second instance where we see people losing money in the process of buying and selling land-related property is where there is double allocation of title. So you have two people allotted the same parcel of land. So the problem actually emanates from the person who's making the allotment. That is from the Ministry of Lands.
Is it a mistake or is it done intentionally? And how do you remedy that?
I would say that it can only be done intentionally because land cannot be surveyed more than once, so you cannot have more than one deed plan. There's only one deed plan at a time. So by the time you get to a point where you have double registration or double titling, there must be collusion by some people, perhaps within the Ministry of Lands, to then have this double allocation, because that's the other instance. So that then if you end up transacting with the person who got the title as a second person, then the question becomes, is it the rightful owner? So that's the sort of second situation we see. The other issue around fraud is where you, yes, are dealing with the right person, with the right title, but they identify the wrong parcel. So they don't show you the right one.
I am Nancy.
Yes.
I am the owner of this land.
Yes.
And then?
So the land is undeveloped. So there's this scheme, let's say it's 10 acres and there are many parcels of land, and you have a quarter,
yes,
and you want to sell it to a third party.
Yes.
But because your quarter is not located in the best of locations, you come to me as your buyer and say, here is my title, genuine title, and yes, this is me selling. But however, the land that you attach to that title is the wrong one. So what happens is, in my mind, I'm buying a specific parcel, but in actual sense, you've shown me a different parcel. So we've seen a situation where, based on those facts, someone bought property, the property was charged to a bank, and they developed the one that they had been shown. So they built a house. But the title they held was for a different plot.
Actually, we've dealt with 3 people who have done that. It's very sad.
Yes, because what then happens is, like in this particular case, there was then default on the repayment of the loan. So when the bank then appointed an auctioneer to sell the property, the auctioneer goes to site and finds a vacant parcel of land, because now the auctioneer has done due diligence and found this is the plot. So according to the bank papers, there's supposed to be this beautiful house, but on the ground, the actual land does not have anything. So you see that it just creates a whole sort of other mess. And usually that happens when perhaps you think your plot is not very well located.
So any buyer must work with a surveyor as well?
Yes, due diligence extends beyond legal due diligence. It also goes to survey due diligence, where the surveyor tells you,
these are the beacons.
Yes, these are the beacons, this is where your land is located. So that's another step that one must ensure is done. Of course, then the location is extremely important as well here, because you know, there's what I mentioned, that you could be buying the one piece of land, but yet you're buying another because of the documentation that you hold. But also there's these challenges around like what we're experiencing, right?
The riparian. Yes. How can people buy land on the riparian?
It starts with you getting your diligence wrong. So first of all, land within wetland areas is not supposed to be allotted for private use unless it is part of a larger parcel. Like for example, if you're sitting on 1 acre and it runs all the way to a river, then your title or your deed will include the riparian section.
Which is 30 meters.
Which is 30 meters. But with a disclaimer, you are not allowed to build anything permanent on the riparian land. So you're supposed to build on what is not riparian and leave the riparian free. because of circumstances like what we're experiencing today.
Perhaps you could take us through when buying land which has no title deed. What are the repercussions?
If land is not titled, therein lies the initial red flag, because if you're buying land that is not titled, then really what are you buying? And what is the person selling to you? Because
he's selling me land,
yeah.
He's telling me the title deed iko karibu kutoka. So I buy it knowing in a few weeks or in a few months, and he takes you through where the process is. And for some reason, I believe him. What happens after that?
Assuming there is, let's say, the land that is owned by, let's say, cooperatives or circles, where you find that they own a significant parcel of land and they're in the process of subdividing and selling smaller parcels to end buyers. In that case, that allows you room to do due diligence on the larger title. And so long as you have documented your process from that larger parcel to how you will end up with your specific parcel, then that should be fine. If, however, someone comes to you and says, maybe what I have is a letter of allotment, then that's a red flag in itself. Because a letter of allotment is an offer for you to be allotted the land. And you cannot sell what you don't have.
The letter of allotment, I have an offer that I'll own that land, but I don't own that land.
You don't own it. So you cannot therefore begin to appropriate to yourself the land rights to sell to a third party. If you find yourself in those sort of circumstances, I think you should pull back, because there's plenty of property that you can buy from here.
Thank you so much for your insights, Esther. As always, it's such a delight to have you. Give us your final thoughts.
So it's been a pleasure being on this show yet again. Thank you very much. I think for me, real estate is and has been my passion for a long time. The opportunities in real estate are many, both for those who want to develop, those who want to buy their homes, those who want to buy property for maybe commercial or industrial use. The opportunities are there. It is how you get to close on a particular transaction that is important, and who are the professionals that you're working with that will enable you achieve your objective. So work with professionals, work with lawyers, work with surveyors, as we have said in this show. It is important that you work with a surveyor. Have your comprehensive due diligence done prior to signing on to a contract that will then enable you own a piece of property. And at MMC Asafo, where I'm the managing partner, would be very happy to provide legal advisory in this space, because we've done it for many years. Thank you.
There you have it. If you're an expert in this industry and would like to share your insights on this platform, just give us a call and we'll be happy to talk. We are taking a quick commercial break. In a few minutes, catch end-to-end iFundi home renovation services.
The initial shock and despair of seeing our cherished home ravaged can be paralyzing. Where do I start? How will I afford it? These are the questions that compound the emotional turmoil. That's where iFundi's comprehensive end-to-end approach comes in, lifting in the heavy burden off your shoulders through our seamless and unified service.
Interesting tips on decorating your space. Inspiring stories on getting onto the property ladder.
Getting the right people was one of the challenges. Another thing that I didn't really think much of is the terrain of the land.
And finally, more investment opportunities available in the market, courtesy First Avenue, our real estate arm. For the latest trends from an insider's perspective, let's keep talking on our digital platforms. You can also hit the subscription button on our YouTube channel. Our dedicated diaspora desk is a telephone call away, ready to answer all your questions. Don't go away, we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show, the leading platform on all things real estate. The second half of the show is packed with interesting nuggets on an end-to-end iFundi home renovation service. Interesting tips on decorating your space. Inspiring stories of getting onto the property ladder. And finally, more investment opportunities available in the market, courtesy First Avenue, our real estate arm. Next, the accessory spots. It's true, when thinking to design a home, working hand in hand with a professional makes this process seamless. Let's get some interesting tips that can spruce up your space.
Home decor involves both major and minor changes that improve the functionality and aesthetics of a space. Upgrading your home does not have to entail grand gestures. Small, sophisticated changes can help create that elegant space that will create what suits your lifestyle as well as a serene environment. A quick paint on the wall updates a home, making it look more interesting. Use a fresh coat of high-quality paint and select colors that are suitable for your space and will match your personality. Leave the walls uncluttered to inspire more imaginations and focus on one wall that will serve as the accent wall. Paint is not a permanent decision. You can always change it as often as you can. Update your furniture. Furniture is a crucial component of decorating any home. Pick furniture that suits your personality and fit in with the rest of your decor theme. Shift the positions of furniture frames to give your space a fresh look. Have a signature front door. This is the first point of contact with guests and you want to make a good first impression. Use bright, bold and subtle color according to your preference. Also incorporate a signature material that might include flowers or a doormat. The lounge is the heart of the home and often the focal point. Reface the furniture, cupboard doors, whilst retaining the solid outer shell. Also maximize on the natural light from the windows to create a warm environment. Transform the bathroom tiles and taps to elegant fittings that create a serene space. The outside environment is equally as important as the indoors. Create a beautiful landscape with well-manicured garden, flowers and trees that create a serene environment.
Whether you're building, renovating or decorating a space, we've got you covered with best design ideas on one hand and a professional on the other. Next, iFundi Home Services, the one-stop shop for fundis who keep their word, always on time and with the right skills for the job. Let's hear more.
When natural disasters strike, like the devastating floods witnessed across our beloved country, they leave more than just physical wreckage. They upend lives, displacing families from their homes and shattering the very foundations that make a house a sanctuary. We know there are thousands of homeowners now facing the overwhelming task of repairing and renovating their damaged homes. It's a stressful and emotional time, but also an opportunity to rebuild stronger and better than before. A chance to fortify homes to withstand whatever Mother Nature throws our way next time. The initial shock and despair of seeing our cherished home ravaged can be paralyzing. Where do I start? How will I afford it? These are the questions that compound the emotional turmoil. That's where iFundi's comprehensive end-to-end approach comes in, lifting in the heavy burden off your shoulders through our seamless and unified service. From the first damage assessment all the way through the final renovation details, our team of experts manages every step of the process for you. We collaborate with insurance providers, while our financial partners and advisors can customize affordable payment solutions. Our architectural designers, engineers, and contractors then reimagine your floor plans and features to make your new home more disaster resilient and sustainable in the long term. Our partnerships with top material suppliers fuel our construction crew who execute the vision flawlessly, and you remain squarely in the driver's seat, empowered through the Property Show's iFundi's single point of communication and transparency every step of the way. Everywhere is somewhere. Our services extend beyond just disaster renovations. Maybe your home wasn't impacted by the floods directly, but seeing the devastation hit so close to home has you motivated to reinforce your property's resilience proactively. Our team can fortify your foundations, install flood vents and drainage optimizations, elevate utilities, and best of it all, you get covered under the Property Show's iFundi premium long-term warranties for a long-lasting peace of mind. So whether you're recovering from nature's wrath or preparing for its next outburst, the First Avenue family has you covered to make your home an impenetrable safe haven again. So don't go it alone. Let us shoulder the overwhelming renovation burden while you focus on your daily activities and picking up the emotional pieces. Our end-to-end approach is your advantage today for a more secure home tomorrow. Because at the Property Show iFundi Home Services, our commitment is your peace of mind.
At iFundi Home Services, we understand that every client has unique needs. Our forte is to work closely with you to understand your vision and create a solution that meets your specific requirements within the agreed budget. It takes an iFundi expert to ensure projects are completed on time whilst upholding impeccable high standards, prioritizing efficiency and quality. Coming up, the property news. This segment is where we keep you updated on events shaping the real estate landscape, from groundbreaking, handover ceremonies, open days, product launches, signature bus tour, and our recently introduced Property Show Masterclass series. Have you booked a seat on our upcoming signature bus tour? Which neighborhood would you like to visit? What type of homes do you prefer viewing? Simply give us a call and book your seat today. Next, let's get inspired with stories of getting onto the property ladder. What are the main challenges have you faced through this journey?
So I think my journey began with another home that I had bought somewhere else that I paid a deposit for, that I was so excited to move into. And that didn't work out. So that was one of the huger challenges for me, because even up to now, I've never been able to recover the deposit. So I think in terms of home ownership is doing your due diligence and knowing who are the right people to work with. I don't know what I would have done differently, but I really just felt that that was a major setback for me. But luckily, when I came to this other transaction, it worked well. Actually, there was a hitch in that after I paid the deposit, the bank that was financing me went into receivership. But thanks be to God, I was already working somewhere else, so I was able to pay it off. So that has been my journey, full of ups and downs. And you know, I always say being alone and making such huge decisions is also frightening. I used to sleep at night and think, what? Those are huge amounts of money to take as a mortgage, but I thank God that I was able to do it.
What is the one thing you love in this home?
What I love most about this home is just the community, that we're in an enclosed, gated community. So we have neighbors. You have your own compound where, of course, I can sit in the garden. My son and I can have our own space and do whatever we want to do, because the house has lots and lots of space. I love the high ceilings. I love the large windows. It's just a beautiful space that's just enough for me and my baby. This met the dream that I had for my own home. And the kitchen, the bedrooms, the master bedroom is beautiful. So I think it met everything that I was looking for in a home. Yeah.
Going back to the house that you are buying that has not completed to date, and you haven't received your refund for the deposit. So many people today have also started that journey, and they're in that space.
Yes.
Is it that you didn't use professionals? Is it that you didn't do your due diligence? What could have gone wrong?
I think we were just excited, and in the place I was working, a lot of us wanted to buy a house in that specific place, so all of us are stuck in that. We didn't do our due diligence. In fact, I remember taking the lease agreement, the sale agreement, now years later, to a lawyer and saying, you didn't even do a lease agreement with the developer. We did a sale agreement with an individual, one of the individuals. I think I did it in a hurry. I didn't seek legal advice. I didn't do my due diligence. What I would advise anybody who is looking to buy a house, just work with professionals and people who just have a good reputation, and you can look back at the history and see what they have achieved before.
A lot of people think that working with professionals is too expensive. And I've always said, cheap is more expensive.
True. Yeah. That is so true. That is so true. I learned that the hard way. So just work with professionals, and you pay a little more, but you get value and security.
Construction is not a walk in the park. It's not for the faint-hearted. And for me, one of the things was selecting the different professionals and fundis, so to say, who are going to walk the journey with me. Getting the right people was one of the challenges. Another thing that I didn't really think much of is the terrain of the land. And for me, that's something that is very, very key, that I would tell anybody who wants to get into construction. Never ever take your land for granted and look at it and say, it's flat, so let us begin. So it's something that needs to be taken into consideration by the architect right from the start, so that you're able then to translate what's on paper right to the ground.
Because it's very expensive if you don't do that.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what I went through. And I remember for me, the land was hilly.
Because your land is slopey.
Yes, but I just never thought it was that bad until we started constructing. And if you look at my house as a result, then we had to get various levels. I had to backfill the land. My garden actually was a garden that I had to backfill and construct from scratch. Because if I had left it, then we would never be able to get into the house because of the heights that were created as a result. Now, another thing again, changed my design slightly. One of the rooms in the house shouldn't have been there, but because of the different heights.
Because of the terrain of the land, you had to modify the house.
Yes, I needed to modify the house. So I had the option of having either a false roof or another room. So that again was another cost that I had not foreseen. So other than the backfilling of the garden, other than just having the extra room, of course there's also the extra labor that comes along with it. Please remember that I got a facility to build the house. which
So any
is
changes
yes,
affects the cost.
yes. And you have to convince your financier that, look, I never saw this. It was unforeseen. And it's very difficult convincing, especially people who haven't constructed before. How do you convince somebody that you spent over almost $1 million trying to get the height right, both at the back of the house and at the front of the house? So that's one of the challenges that you really have to look out for when you're constructing. Then another one is you need to get fundis who are reliable. Yeah. And sometimes you will have people who come and talk to you and you think, oh, they know their bit. But they are not reliable in the sense that they'll probably come to your site, first of all, take longer than they should take. Two, they will not do what you ask them to do. So there's a lot of trust issues that will definitely come into play when you're constructing. Yeah. And then thirdly, there's the issue of materials. And please remember, there's also the issue of the bills of quantities that you gave the bank. And sometimes you go and you realize, the bills of quantity were this, but when you go to the shop, in reality, there's such a big difference. Again, another thing I realize is that you've got to have the same mindset as the professionals you're working with. For instance, if you have your quantity surveyor, what sort of tiles do you want to have? What sort of finishes do you want to have in your house? Be very specific to your quantity surveyor and say, look, it's my house. And again, you've got to be very firm. So that what you want is what you will get. If, for instance, I want this tile, nobody should convince me that there's an alternative unless there's a good reason for it. Therefore, there's got to be a sync of minds right from the start and be clear about it, because anyway, you're the one who's going to pay for it.
And you're the one who will live in that
home. And you're the one who's going to live in that home.
Home ownership is an exciting journey with bumps along the way. What is your story? And would you like to inspire the next homeowner? Simply give us a call and let's talk to the next homeowner. Every Sunday, the Property Gallery shares other investment opportunities available in the market. Coming up, a snippet of hidden gems just waiting for the owner.
This affordable housing offers an attractive, affordable entry into real estate investment with yields up to 8% with access to everything you need. This mixed-use community is set to redefine the affordable housing with studios, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments. Accommodation features include spacious living spaces, a kitchen area opening to a dining area, guest shared common cloakroom, 1st bedroom, and a master ensuite. Common shared amenities, controlled entry and exit points, a perimeter wall with electric fence, Cabro paved driveways, ample parking space, botanical garden, kids play area, high-speed lifts, commercial scale gym, a swimming pool, a clubhouse and barbecue deck, a private 300-meter jogging track, 1 acre of planned green space. This development aims to seamlessly merge quality with affordability, marking a significant step towards bridging the gap. Fueled by the escalating desire for integrated living spaces, this mixed-use development emerges as a prime choice, promising substantial returns on investment for home buyers. Located along Langata Road near Wilson Airport. This development comprises of 9 blocks of 252 units that consist of 2, 3 and 4-bedroom apartments. The units sit on a plinth area of 101, 128 and 153 square meters respectively. Accommodation features include spacious lounge area with a large bay window, spacious dining area, kitchen with top and bottom cabinets offering enough storage, common cloakroom, master ensuite bedroom, laundry area, prepaid gas system and intercom. Other amenities include 24/7 manned gate with a perimeter wall, electric fence and CCTV cameras, ample parking, Cabro paved driveways, landscaped gardens, safe and secure children's play area, fire alarm system, modern lifts, backup generators, solar water heating system, borehole, water purification plant, and a biodigester. This development has its own mall where residents can do their shopping and can also get banking services. Situated off Mombasa Road, right by the Nairobi National Park, just 5 minutes from the SGR station. The apartments are the true definition of serenity, with exquisite views of the flora and fauna and wildlife right from your balcony. The project offers 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroom apartments with a host of amenities. Accommodation features open-style living and dining area, balcony, fully fitted kitchen with oven and cooker, washing area, detached 7th quarter, master ensuite bedroom, common cloakroom, beautiful finishes. Common shared amenities. 24-hour manned gate security with CCTV, fingerprint and passcode, ample parking, beautiful landscaping, kids playing area, heated swimming pool, backup generators, high-speed elevators, community shopping center, restaurant, shops and laundry butler service.
Thank you for watching The Property Show. In the world of the ever-evolving real estate sector, shaped by economic shifts, societal changes, and market conditions, as you step into getting into this space, it is important to stay informed about the prevailing market trends. Whether you're looking to buy a dream home, sell a property, or invest, understanding the market trends is the key to success. And of course, our team at First Avenue, our real estate arm, they are at your beck and call. Give us a call and allow us to lead you to the doorway of your dream home. That's it for today, and thank you for watching The Property Show. For the latest trends from an insider's perspective, connect with us on our digital platforms. You can also hit the subscription button on our YouTube channel. Our dedicated diaspora desk is a telephone call away, ready to answer all your questions. See you next Sunday for fresh insights on this dynamic sector. My shoot location is our very own, The Property Show and First Avenue offices. Only on The Property Show. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.